Okay, here we go!
Bonjour. Welcome to Sports Center with Jay and Dan. The first Sunday of the NFL season. Here's the problem you have with our jobs, because we work at night. All day I'm sitting there watching football. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go to work tonight.
Yeah, but I'm kind of excited, Dan, because last year we didn't start working Sundays until about halfway through the season. This year, right out of the gate, Jay and Dan, week 1, Packers, Bears, Sunday Night Football. Looked like it might be a dud. It turned out to be a classic. Second quarter, Roy Robertson-Harris sacks Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers stars hurt. Robertson-Harris landing on Rodgers' lower left leg. Rodgers slow to get up. Tries to go to the sideline, has to take a knee. Rodgers, as you may remember, missed 9 games last season with a broken collarbone. He's off to the locker room. And it looked like he was not going to return, and that Deshaun Kaiser was going to have to take over for the whole game. But hold on, with Rodgers out, Khalil Mack went to work. Newly acquired from the Raiders, strips Kaiser, recovers the fumble, acquired just 8 days ago, signed the richest contract by a defensive player in NFL history, and he was earning it in this game. Mack, the first player since '82 with a sack, interception, touchdown, forced fumble, and fumble recovery in one half. And he does it all in his Bears debut. And Chicago's up 17-0 at the break, Coach Ditka. And that brings us to our TSN turning point. Rodgers heroically out of the locker room to start the second half. Watching? Oh, girlfriend Danica Patrick. Packers driving fourth quarter. Rodgers to Geronimo Allison. 39-yard touchdown strike. Rodgers trying to lead his team back from 20 points down in the second half. And after the Bears punted, Green Bay on the move again. This time, Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams. What a move. Dogs in for the TD. Cuts the lead to 3. Now the Bears kicked a field goal. The Pack now down 6. 2 minutes to play. It is Al. Packers stun the Bears in the second half. Rodgers to Randall Cobb. After being carted off in the first half, Rodgers comes back to lead the Pack to victory. 24-23 the final. Here he is.
It's the Bear-Packer rivalry. So it would have had to take something really catastrophic injury-wise to keep me off the field in the second half. You know, I went in the locker room, did all the tests, and then I was in our indoor facility trying to get it loosened up. But I knew once I got back on the field and adrenaline started going, I'd be able to hang in there.
Steelers and Browns, no Le'Veon Bell, so second-year pro James Conner getting his first career start. Look at that hair. He's fought hard to get to this point. 2015, Conner was diagnosed with cancer while recovering from a torn MCL, still took part in drills with his college team while undergoing chemo, and he beat the cancer. 3 years later, makes his mark with the Steelers. What a moment for Conner. Steelers up 7-0. Ben Roethlisberger. Tough first half, late second. His pass through the hands of Jesse James, intercepted by Denzel Ward. Roethlisberger's third pick of the half. Third quarter, it's tied at 7. Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. Amazing catch. That's a touchdown. Pittsburgh with the lead. Conner breaks free. It's a 22-yard touchdown. 21-7 Pittsburgh. This one's in the bag because they're playing Cleveland. Conner ran for 135 yards. 2 touchdowns. The Browns, they've had a few tough years. They haven't won a game since Christmas Eve 2016. That's 17 straight losses. They have just 2 wins in their last 43 games. It's so bad that Bud Light installed victory beer fridges in Cleveland bars that'll give out free beer once the Browns finally win a game. I'm sure there will be no fights at all. Less than 8 minutes left. Conner takes the handoff. Myles Garrett forces a fumble. Darrell Peppers picks it up, takes it to the 1. The Browns punched it in. They're within 7. 5 minutes later, Browns in the red zone. Taylor floats a pass to Josh Gordon. Gordon goes up and gets it. It's a tie game. The Browns inching closer to their first win in 2 years. Former Brown. Joe Thomas getting excited.
Come on, Brownies, come on.
You lost that cold beer. Browns get the ball back. Inside Pittsburgh territory. Taylor looking for it. Gordon again. Intercepted by Cameron Sutton. This game required overtime. Late in OT. Pittsburgh, they can win it with a field goal. Chris Boswell from 42 out. It is wide. After a 3-and-out, Steelers with the ball.
Roethlisberger from behind. The ball is popped up in the air. The Browns have it. That's Joe Schobert.
Huge play. Massive. They need a field goal to finally get that win. Zane Gonzalez from 43 yards for the win.
Just missed the 42-yarder.
Nope. The game ends in a tie. So the Browns do snap their 17-game losing streak, but they're winless in their last 18. Reaction from Bell, just an emoji on Twitter, claims it wasn't shade, just had never seen a tie before. First Week 1 tie since 1971.
Cowboys-Panthers, Cam Newton wearing sheriff cleats before the game. Second quarter, this one, Cam using the read option to perfection. 161 passing and 58 rushing yards for Cam in this one. Excuse me, sorry. There we go. Bad news for Greg Olsen. Injures his right foot on that route, right there. It is the same foot that he broke last year and missed 9 games. Olsen did not return. Remember, he went into the broadcast booth at one point. Third quarter, Cowboys' new kicker, Brett Maher, attempting a 47-yard field goal. Played 4 seasons in the Canadian Football League. This one is off the right pole. And Des Bryant is still a fan of Dan Bailey. Bryant, by the way, still a free agent. Still a free agent. Fourth quarter, Panthers up 16-0. Prescott to Ezekiel Elliott. Dallas adds the 2-point conversion. They cut the lead to 8. Cowboys had a chance to tie this one late. Under 2 minutes left. 3rd and 7. Mario Addison chases down Prescott. Carolina will recover the fumble. Prescott was sacked 6 times. Finished with 170 passing yards, but sacked 6 times in a Panthers victory.
49ers and Vikings, Jimmy Garoppolo 7-0 in his short NFL career. Kirk Cousins making his first regular season start for Minnesota. This highlight pack is covered in the food that I had before the show. It does not smell good. Cousins finds Stephon Diggs in the end zone. Cousins' first touchdown as a Viking. He's the 6th different Week 1 quarterback in as many seasons for Minnie. Second half, Garoppolo looking to the sideline. Mike Hughes picks him off. And he gone. The 2018 first-round pick's first interception in his first game. Cousins finds Kyle Rudolph. Where is he? Oh, he's in the back of the end zone. Cousins' second touchdown of the day to go with 244 yards. Garoppolo escapes the pocket. Finds Dante Pettis. Garoppolo's first touchdown of the season. Niners down 8, under 2 minutes to play. Garoppolo. His pass is picked off by Harrison Smith. 3rd interception of the game for Garoppolo. It is his first career loss as the Vikings win their opener.
Andrew Luck admitted he got a little emotional before running through the tunnel onto the field at Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Bengals. His first regular season start in 20 months, and he was doing it with a surgically repaired right shoulder. Luck playing his first real game in 616 days. First Colts possession. What he needs is a terrific start here, something to gain confidence. He's picked off. Preston Brown, Bengals debut, and what a debut. Later in the quarter, Luck, 3rd and 7, decides to make a play with his legs. Sean Williams, a safety for the Bengals, a late helmet-to-helmet hit, and he is the first player this season to be ejected from a game for the new helmet-lowering rule. He's gone. Luck finds Eric Ebron for the 26-yard touchdown, his first since January the 1st of 2017. Final minute, Colts looking for a score. Look at a drive and win this game. Jack Doyle should be a first down. He fumbles it. And Clayton Fejedelem, runs it all the way back for the 83-yard TD as the Bengals hold on for the win.
Texans and Patriots. Deshaun Watson, 21 total touchdowns in just 7 games last season before tearing his ACL. High expectations. This highlight pack also has food on it. I don't know how. I'm an adult. I don't know how to eat. First drive, first play. Watson fumbles the handoff. Patriots recover the football. Tom Brady entering his 19th season in the NFL. Last year's league MVP. 3rd down. Connects with Rob Gronkowski. Hit him 7 times. It's a 21-yard score. Brady 6-1 against the Texans in his career. New England with the lead. In the second, Patriots in the red zone. Brady hits James White and into the end zone. A miscommunication on the Texans' defense as the ball is snapped. No one covers White as he scores quite easily. After the play, Honey Badger, veteran safety, not happy with the defensive lapse. Patriots up 14-3. Still in the half. Watson, play action fake. Looks deep, throws into double coverage, and intercepted. Watson, 61 yards passing with a fumble, an INT in the first half. Texans down 2 scores in the fourth. They punt away the ball. Riley McCarron on the receiving end. And like he'd spent the day at the KY factory, his hands were a little slippery. Ensuing drive, Watson hits Bruce Ellington in the end zone. Cutting the lead to just 7 after Houston forced New England to punt. Texans with one final play. Watson buying time. Clock expires, launches a Hail Mary, and it is short of the end zone, incomplete. The Patriots hang on for the 27-20 win.
Spent a lot of time at the KY factory. Shaquem Griffin, what a story. Starting at linebacker in his NFL debut, had his left hand amputated when he was 4 years old. Led the Seahawks in tackles this preseason, and that is his twin brother, Shaquille Griffin, playing alongside him. Amazing story. First quarter, Griffin thinks the corner will cover Philip Lindsay, and Lindsay's alone for the TD. Griffin hesitating, and that allows Denver to tie the game. Griffin finishes with 2 tackles in his NFL debut. Now, later in the quarter, Doug Baldwin, Seattle receiver, blocking on the run play, gets clipped from behind, comes down hard on his leg. He left the game. He did return briefly, but did not play in the second half. That would be a terrible, terrible loss for the Seahawks if they lost him for any length of time. Pete Carroll said he sprained his MCL, but not the knee he was struggling with heading into the season. Ensuing Seattle possession, Chris Carson. A gain of 24 leads to a Seahawks field goal. Later on the drive, jump to the fourth, Seattle in front. Case Keenum, yeah, he's now the Denver Broncos QB, finds Demaryius Thomas. This was originally ruled incomplete. The refs say that Thomas got both feet down. Pete Carroll did not agree, but it is the Broncos who take it 27-24.
The U.S. Open into what feels like its 3rd month, finally wrapping up Sunday night at Flushing Meadows with the men's final. Del Potro against Djokovic. With a win, Djokovic would have his 3rd U.S. Open title and would pass Roger Federer in the most career money ever won on court, if you can believe that. Federer, he's way in front on endorsements. He's like 500 million in endorsements. Djokovic is like 50 million. This is Djokovic's 7th U.S. Open final in the last 9 years. Novak took the first set. Del Potro up 4-3 in the second. Djokovic with game point. Del Potro hammers the forehand down the line to get it back to deuce. This game now in its 15th minute. What? That's Meryl Streep.
Three-time Academy Award winner.
Star of Mamma Mia. Djokovic puts away the forehand ball. Djokovic held serve after a 20-minute game. Second set needed a tiebreak. Del Potro serving tied at 4. Puts his forehand into the net, giving Djokovic the mini. Hey, a young Jerry Seinfeld.
He looks good.
Djokovic with set point. Del Potro commits another forehand error. His 16th of the set, the 13-time major champ inching closer to his third U.S. Open title. Djokovic has a 46-0 record after winning the first 2 sets at Flushing Meadows. In the third, Djokovic up 2-1.
Djokovic demands and gets respect. Unbreakable defending.
Djokovic with incredible defense. He went up an early break, up 5-3. Djokovic with championship point.
It's the summer of Novak Djokovic.
Djokovic wins back-to-back majors and a 14th career Grand Slam title. Ties him for third on the all-time list with Pete Sampras. Emotional moment for Del Potro, playing in his first Grand Slam final since winning the 2009 U.S. Open. Classy move by Novak as he consoles him. Djokovic overtakes Roger Federer for the all-time prize money leader in men's tennis. Still to come, wrapping up a 4-game set with the Cleve. Could the Jays overcome a freak accident? Find out after the break.
Let's face it, after the season the Blue Jays have had, their fans needed something, anything to keep them coming to the ballpark in September. And while many of them hoped it would be Vladdy Guerrero Jr., it turned out to be Rowdy Tellez, the first player since 1913 with 7 extra base hits in his first 4 games. However, on Sunday, he finished 0 for 4 with a strikeout. So we move on to the conclusion of the 4-game set with the Cleveland Indians and the Smoke Monster. Is that swing a thing of beauty or what? Second decker, 24th of the season. Early lead for the Booyays. Who's that guy? Seems like a big fan of the team. Over to the 4th, 3-1 Toronto. Randall Grichuk and Smoke chasing down a foul ball. The security guard trying to get out of Smoke's way, and Grichuk goes right into his stool, like face first into the stool, and immediately goes down. You'll see it better here. Oh, man. And you see the result afterward. He was in horrible shape, had to leave the game for concussion evaluation. Hopefully he's okay. We're going back to Smoke now, top 6. He's going to chase this pop-up. And the Smoke Monster, nice grab in the front row. Good seats still available. Bottom 8, Jays lead cut to 1. Teoscar Hernandez, who came into the game for Grichuk with a 3-run shot to center for his 20th home run of the season. Jays win, and Gibby pretty optimistic about Grichuk's injury.
Pretty boy, man. You know, you don't want to hurt that face, you know. I saw him in the clubhouse in between innings when I came up here, and he was grinning and, laughing a little bit. So that's a good sign.
I never looked at the security guard. I peeked at Gritch and I saw him sliding, coming in hard, trying to make a play. So better him than me right there in that situation, trying to make a play. And so I kind of peeled out of the way, and then next thing you know, I saw the security guard and, chair hit him in the face.
Taking on the Mariners, both of those teams fighting for wild card spots. Giancarlo Stanton, just 1 hit in his last 27 at-bats. At the top of the 4th, the bases are loaded. He has a terrific opportunity here, and he grounds out to end the inning. Stanton has just one home run since August the 19th. Bottom 8, Robinson Cano, the former Yankee up the middle. Mitch Haniger slides home from third. Look at this terrific throw, or this terrific slide, rather, from Haniger. Just catches the plate. Great camera work there by the Yes guys. Yes guy. Top 9 Yankees still down a run. Man on for Stanton.
Broken bat, fly ball, shallow right center. Diving is Haniger, and he makes the play to end the game.
Seattle wearing those classic Griffey Jr. rookie year jerseys and hats. Haniger, what a catch. Stanton 1 for 5. Yankees lose, so the Astros remain atop the American League West, despite losing. They're only 2.5 games up on Oakland. Those teams do not play each other again for the rest of the season, but it's the wild card we focused on, and the Yankees and A's continue to hold down those 2 spots in the wild card. As we walk over, Dan's struggling.
No, my pants, these pants, I have to push them down or else I'll have like the LL Cool J going.
That's a good look, if you're LL Cool J.
Is he still hosting that lip sync thing?
I don't know. Is he still on CSI Los Angeles?
I don't know. The Women's U.S. Open Championship match was full of controversy on Saturday. You probably heard about this. Serena Williams' conduct on the court, which stole the spotlight from 20-year-old champ Naomi Osaka, cost Williams $17,000. Williams was upset after umpire Carlos Ramos gave her a violation for getting coaching from the stands.
I didn't get coaching. You need to make an announcement that I didn't get coaching. I don't cheat. I didn't get coaching. How can you say that?
Yeah, it was a very strange moment. A breakdown of the fines that Williams is being hit with for Saturday's violation. She's going to be fined $4,000 for receiving coaching during the match. Going to pay $3,000 for racket abuse. And the bulk of the punishment, $10,000 for her verbal abuse of the match official when she called, the fines, she called him a thief.
Yeah.
The fines are for code violations are automatic. They're automatic.
That's right. Yeah. And Billie Jean King, I thought, had some amazing tweets today because she pointed out that the coaching thing is antiquated. I don't know why they're penalizing players on men's or the women's side.
You're out there all by
coaching.
yourself. You need a little help.
And the best part was her coach, who was clearly coaching her, admitted afterward in an interview on the court, yeah, I was coaching her.
Yeah. And the $17,000 going to come out of her $1.85 million runner-up prize money.
Johnny Football listed as the second-string quarterback on Montreal's depth chart as they get set to host the Lions after their bye week. Well, Johnny Football's missed the past 3 games. Antonio Pipkin has led Montreal to 2 straight wins.
So Manziel gets close, and then now he's not going to get in.
Yeah, Pipkin's thrown for almost 800 yards his last 3 games. Steelers running back James Conner. We showed you this earlier. This incredible haircut after he scored the Steelers' first touchdown of the season. The 23-year-old with a hairdo that led us to think that it's time to bring back a very popular segment from season 1. It's Are They Related? And today's contestants are, excuse me, James Conner and a lobster tail.
Very similar. I was going to go with that or an armadillo. Did you drink like a gallon of milk before the show?
I think I might have. Milk was a poor choice. I think the lobster would be a cool nickname for James Conner, though, don't you?
We're going to start it here.
When we come back, the Nathan Peterman era begins for the Bills. It did not go well. Also, I'm going to drink some more homogenized milk.
A critical series wrapping up Sunday in the Mile High City. Rockies and Dodgers in the rubber match of that series. Heading into this one, the Rockies had only lost once all month, and that was Friday in the opener against L.A. Nolan Arenado back after sitting out Saturday's game. They wanted to try get him out of a funk. Top 2, Rich Hill grounder to third. Arenado from foul territory. Throw beats Hill. Ian Desmond dropped the ball but recovered. He's a 5-time Gold Glover. In the third, 2-on for Austin Barnes. Arenado. Diving stab from his knees. Got him. Colorado entered a game and a half up on LA atop the NL West. Top 6, Justin Turner. Man on, his ball gone. He's hitting .369 since August. He went 4 for 5. Dodgers win. They're now just a half game back of Colorado. And just 2.5 games separate the top 3 teams in the West. Rockies looking to hold on for their first division title in franchise history. By the way, Dodgers and Rockies, one more series left in this season. It's in LA, and it starts next Monday. This jacket, I got to do the rest of the show unbuttoned because it's gonna burst.
You have a little too much fun at the Orono Fair this weekend?
Too many corn dogs.
And mailbag, actual letters from actual viewers from across this great country. This one is actually from our Facebook page. Heather Gardner asks, what was the best part of your summer vacation, Dan?
Seeing Anne, Anne of Green Gables sitting under a tree. She just sits under a tree all day.
And are you allowed to go talk to her?
I don't think so. You?
Oh, for me, it was swimming in Okanagan Lake in near beautiful Kelowna with my daughter. Look at that great picture. And that's the point where she's probably peeing in there.
I taught my daughters that move too. Just pretend you're playing in the water.
That's right. It's fine.
Ethan from Chicago has a question. If you had to live in the desert for a week with only beverages and no food, what 3 beverages do you take? I think that's pretty easy.
It's simple for us. Our friends at Tim Hortons, steep teas.
We love steep teas. We have them before every show.
And that's a great beverage for the desert. Yeah. Nice hot tea. Silver Bullets.
Yeah, Coors
Lights.
We have those before every show.
Right? Every show we each drink a dozen. And then for me, it's Japanese whiskey to top off everything because the desert gets cold at night, so you need to warm up.
I bring Fireball.
Okay, yeah, that is actually a good idea. And finally, Brian Ferguson wants to know, you're naming your band. You can use one city name and one color. What's your band called, Dan?
Moose Jaw Maroon. Who are you going to see tonight? Oh, that's
my band, Red Deer. I'm Red Deer.
And then?
You're Moose Jaw Maroon.
Who are you going to see tonight? I'm going to see Moose Jaw Maroon.
Yeah.
You probably listened to them already.
Yeah, that's probably a band that's already on my Indie Essentials playlist on Apple Music. That's been the Jane Dan Mailbag. Thanks for sending us your letters. Keep sending them to us. We love to answer them.
Still to come, the highest honors handed out on the first week of football season. The Jannies. And they're next.
It's Jannies. Our favorite, least favorite plays of Sunday. Yankees down to their final out against the Mariners on Sunday. Giancarlo Stanton to shallow center. Mitch Haniger, who has turned into an excellent baseball player. Diving catch to end the game.
Seahawks and Broncos, Seattle deep in their own territory. Chris Carson takes the ball, hurdles the defender. Hurdle. Picks up a first down. And that's going to be plays of the week, plays of the month. You're going to see it a lot.
Jacksonville, New York football Giants. Final minute, New York down 5. Kalen Clay can't make the catch. Jags recovering that. Seals it.
Korean baseball, Park Suk-min with a casual spin and behind the back bat flip on a base hit to right. No problem with that. I like watching.
When we were in Korea, we should have gone to see some games. Our buddy C.J. Nitkowski played in Korea.
I don't think they were playing.
Yeah, you're probably right. It was freezing cold.
It was winter.
So I guess that's why we didn't go. We'll persevere.
I want to make the boys who are up watching me proud. They're going to be there for me. They're going to be my angels on my back.
We will be forever humble Broncos strong.
Tim's is introducing a fall twist on a summer favorite. Made with pumpkin spice flavor, creamy whipped topping, and sweet pumpkin drizzle. It's a refreshing blend of 2 delicious flavors. Try Tim Hortons Pumpkin Spice Ice Cap today.
Whatever your journey, there's a Ford SUV to take you there. For those who thirst for summer, Coors Light has a clean, crisp taste. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
The winner of this year's Kraft Heinz Project Play Grand Prize is Goderich, Ontario.
Nominate your community for the chance to win $250,000.
Rated mature.
We need to end this.
You're not a professional, but you've painted a wall or two. This isn't your first go-round. Heck, it isn't even your second. You don't like to brag. No, your results do the bragging for you. A steady hand, a keen eye. You're not a pro, but you're pretty darn good. Cantech Paint Pro, perfect taping for everyone. Cantech, Canada's tape.
It's not another gel-cushioned 18-blade razor, because this is one blade, a blade for beards and stubble. Shape and shave any length of hair, and be your best you with Philips One Blade. Innovation and you. Philips.
It's amazing what you can get done before breakfast. Now that there's breakfast anytime at any Tim's.
It's the worst play of the day. Astros Red Sox Alex Bregman, who is having a great season at the dish. Routine fly ball, shallow center. Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, both going for it, and it drops. I believe the Red Sox won the game anyway.
Yeah.
Bregman gets a double. That's the whoopod.
Highlight of the night. In the Texans-Patriots second quarter, Tom Brady is in the shotgun, looking for Gronk.
And now Brady, all kinds of time down the field.
Wow.
And does he have it?
How does he make that
He looked to have it and was down.
Double
Brady's going to try to run to the line before anybody can look at it.
Patriots
Still got it. Good thing he came back.
You blew it to where we point out our errors. You blew it during the Canada Soccer Pack. You couldn't say the word goals, and Canada had 8 of them.
Yeah.
I blew it. I got food all over my scripts. It's not sitting well either. We both blew it. Neither of us noticed our new sponsor for the walkover, John Gruden's Trading Company.
Oh, nice. That worked out pretty well.
You asked about a sign at the end of the Chiefs pack. It said, "You can't catch a cheetah."
I think we have it. There it is.
And answer to Dan's question about LL Cool J, yes, he's still on NCIS LA and still hosts Lip Sync Battle.
But I said CSI LA, so I blew that. It's NCIS LA.
We knew it.
Same thing. And 58 rushing yards for Cameron. Oh, excuse me, sorry. There we go. Bad news for Greg Olson.